and then we'll go straight to Ghost's intro, or his bio. And then we'll go right to the game if X is not here
Ready
yet.
when you are.
All right. And popcorn. The year is 6010 AD. Major corporations rule quite a bit of the megatropolis we all live in today. The imperial city known as Haven. It is a steel and concrete superstructure packed full of all manner of biological and mechanical life. Aliens, humans, and AI swarm the cracks between the overpopulated superstructures. The Elven and Human Alliance began the Armethian Empire long ago. The elves brought back magic to us when they came to our world, and in return, we taught them how to corrupt the flesh with cybernetics and bionetic implants. Since the early days of the Armethian Empire, we have expanded into distant solar systems, far enough to know that there are greater beings than us in the galaxy. Your crew is a group of shadow operatives, hired by Alliance Industries to do their dirty work. A little over a week ago, you were given an assignment to locate a rogue agent known as Trip. He had stolen some valuable information from Alliance Industries, an item called the V-chip. You killed him and returned the data. Alliance Industries contacted you once again to bring in another target, Dr. Raul Menthorn. They claimed he had been dealing with Trip and could very well have a copy of the V-chip, or its data and information could already be compromised. The target is worth 40,000 credits for his head. Double that if you can bring him in alive, and be sure to gather any data found on his research or anything to do with the V-chip. He is not to be trusted, and he is very dangerous. The crew located Dr. Thorne's apartment and searched the place, finding out that he had not been there in some time. They discovered the doctor once had a family, but apparently his elven wife and half-elven child are deceased, killed by an accident, or some news clippings claimed. They were able to locate the address of his old research lab, where he treated victims of CRS, cybernetic rejection syndrome. Outside, they ran into a couple of drug dealers in the alley who claimed the place was filled with bad magic and death. Sure enough, once they entered the place, they were attacked by what would appear to be the good doctor's undead sentries. After a couple of scrapes, we left off in the hallway of the facility. Welcome to part 2 of another episode of Chaos 6010 AD Primordium. This episode is known as Fragmentation. We are joined by Doc, playing the part of Vega, the human mech runner. Saras, playing the part of Revenant Merc, and guest starring Ghost, playing the part of Kizratch, the Tarkanus. We may be joined by Mutt, the Revenant Tracer. We'll see. And also, Aramel as the part of the human Technomancer. We now flash to a scene where we find Kizratch. Alliance Industries is strong in the Galactic Federation, yet here in the Armethian Empire their strength is only beginning to grow. This isn't the first crew sent after Dr. Thorne. Not too long ago, the assassin Kizratch and his crew of mercs infiltrated the Doctor's lair. After discovering the horror that infested the very essence of this place, they realized too late that they were outnumbered and outgunned. We pan now to the ratkin assassin, who awakens and finds himself bound to a table bolted to the floor in the old rec room. He realizes his predicament almost instantly after the sound of gunfire awakens him from outside in the hallway. The scene is horrific, and the stench of death and rot is difficult to bear. Not far away is one of his old companions, Riley. The human is being eaten by at least 4 zombies. It seems they have not noticed him yet, and the sound of gunshots coming from the hallway could be back up. Go ahead, Kizratch.
Yes, Kizratch, that name is mine. I am great mighty assassin from Clan Kazul. Powerful are we. None see us, and even less hear or listen for the steps of our feet. I am second pop to Quicknot the Kill Shadow, great assassin of Clan Kazul. My brother Kugal and I belong to Quicknot's mighty mischief. We twin brothers were brought up among the hopefuls of the clan to kill, slaughter for glory and honor to the great god of shadow Nimtot. Mighty is he. Mighty are we. We stalk, sneak, kill those who have earned our disfavor, or earn favor of those who give us many riches. Yes. Assassins can live many years comfortable, yes, but even great mighty assassins can die. Quicknot, great father and teacher, died when his mischief were both still young. Too much explosive in building of his target, and poor father was crushed, smashed. Mother Yazka, stricken with grief, no longer ventured into warrens to discuss things with clan. Much sadness among clan. But still we had duties to perform, and still I had Kugal to trust, rely upon. Until Kugal died. Crushed by door under 6,000 pounds of force. I watched Brotherkin die. All that is left, bones and meat and teeth. I honor my brother, my strong, smart brother. I take his teeth. I make necklace. I wear it always forever, like my many trophies from those who I have killed. My destiny is yet before me, but even mighty strong assassins can die, and this might be it.
As Kizratch looks over to the zombies on the floor eating his companion.
And now, we flash back to a scene with Mutt before the battle in the hallway ensued. And go ahead, Mutt, if you are up.
So, as the camera pans into the screen, you see a man sitting what looks like a plush leather chair. He's looking at many things, each of them various case details. Cases have been cold for some time. He has the bridge of his nose pinched between his index and thumb finger. The voices. Always the voices. Fragments. Can never seem to brush them aside. They do come up at the most strangest times. And Mutt, he looks up as if there's something else in the room. Something seems to call upon him, and he opens his eyes, looks up. He thinks he sees an apparition, a faint glow of a humanoid being. You again. My dreams do not seem to be enough for you now, is it? My reality is where you seek me. And he kind of shakes his head. He sees a half-lit cigarillo by his side, picks at it, and starts pulling it ever so gently till it lights up. A doctor. Hmm. His wife. Child. How many more will the streets take, I wonder? There was a saying a long time back, and I don't even know why I remember this. The meek shall inherit the earth. What a load of bullshit. Let's see now. What do we have here? A Dr. Ral Mentorin. Quite dubious circumstances, Dr. Thorin, that I find your file crossing my table. Wife deceased, child deceased, questionable car accident. And figure the local police did their best, didn't they, Mr. Dr. Thorin? You can always count on the police to do their best. The best at fucking things up, making it difficult for someone like me to actually find the truth out. And Mutt starts shuffling through some of his papers. But I wonder, Dr. Thorin, if you brought this upon your family. I wonder if... And as he's flipping through the pages, something catches his eyes. Could this be it? A paper you wrote? It's got some interesting writing there, Dr. Thorin. I wonder what your peers thought about this. At that point, Mutt's arm starts to twitch. Not this again. And he kind of, you can see him, he cracks it in two different positions. This seems to be giving me trouble these past few weeks. I wonder what your story is. And you can see that the arm that he's holding and he's pointing to and he's talking to at this arm at this point is a little different from his other. Definitely not from the same donor. I wonder what your story is. Murdered, raped, or whether you did the murdering and raped and have a reclaimed body part from the fine establishment that the state keeps all its evildoers in. And he kind of shakes his head back to topic. And he starts reading through the paper. Can I quote some of the bits of from the old school paper?
Yeah, sure, indeed.
This seems interesting. The verse is a dangerous place where one can lose more than just their life, but their soul can be taken as well. Yeah, the soul. Such a human concept. They teach us about these things in theological studies under the new religion called the Tao, or the Path. One of many, Dr. Thorin, one of many. I don't think it'll be the last in this world. Mankind seems to be hell-bent on creating new paths and religions to salvation, never seeking what's right in front of them. Anyway, I digress. That we all exist as interdimensional beings when one form dies, our energy, our soul is transferred to another parallel universe called the spirit world. Oh, it's quite a leap, but let's see where you take me, Dr. Thorin. They teach that the stars are gods that care little for us because they cannot. They are neutral spirits that create life with energy and light, and they do not even know we exist. Can't doubt you there. The dichotomy of darkness and light is sometimes not so transparent, and both can destroy and create. Ah, I think you and I do share that in common, Dr. Thorin. And as Mutt continues to read down the file, he sees things. Necromancy. You're talking about necromancy, Dr. Thorin. Oh, that's rather dangerous. I wonder if you had any connections with the Shadowrun Eldrin. Seems you and them might have something in common when it comes to such philosophies. I wonder if anything of this had to do with the tragedy you faced. I don't know. And with that, Mutt goes back into his... kind of falls back into his seat. Pulls a long drag from his cigarette. And he starts staring into space, trying to figure out the different jigsaw puzzle pieces of Dr. Thorin's case.
And then Mutt receives a phone call. It seems to be from Aramel.
Mutt picks it up. Aramel?
Mutt, listen, we don't have a lot of time on the phone, to be honest with you. We're over at the old CRS place. You familiar?
Indeed I am.
Good. Get your ass over here. We're following up on Dr. Thorin, and we seem to have come across some of the unliving. So we're in a bit of a bind, and if you could get over here quickly, that would be most excellent.
On my way, Aramel. Stay safe in the meantime.
Will do.
With that, Mutt gets off, puts on his coat, and heads out. Can't shake the feeling that something about a file that he's reading and his acquaintances are coming across aspects of that case.
And it doesn't take Mutt long to get there and find the place down these dark side alleys. And he quickly finds the door that's still left cracked open over in this area here.
As I get closer, I kind of take a quick look around to see if there is anyone or anything lurking.
It seems pretty barren back in these back alleyways. The normal sounds of the city in the background. There's a hover vehicle sitting across from you, parked in the alleyway, left undisturbed. There's also a keypad, I believe it's handprint identification. There's a video camera pointed at the door. It still seems to be operational, but the door is cracked open slightly.
Okay, so Mutt will approach the door, see if he can gently push it open or pry it open.
and he's easily able to move it out of the way. And about that time, you can hear some sort of creature down the hallway screech, and you hear gunfire.
Ah, shit. And Mutt runs in.
And that is when...
As he runs in, he also pulls out his weapon.
And that is when... Which weapon do you have in your hand?
The 9mm.
Okay, cool. All right, you can see this door is open over here. And you notice, as well as you're passing through, there's quite a few piles of ash over here, where it seems like maybe some undead were dusted. You can even see the remains of some of the bones, particles, half of a skull, still kind of sticking out of the ash piles. You can hear the sound of banging and clawing in the hallway.
Oh, fuck. What did you get yourself into, Aramil? And Mutt kind of zigzags through the room. As he's passing, kind of the corner of his eyes, he looks at that pile of ash and bones. No time now to investigate. He gets to the door and he puts his back towards the wall and, basically leans a bit over to the left and tries to peek through the door to see if there's danger right behind the door, or if he can slink in.
All right. And you don't see any danger, any imminent danger in the hallway? You can hear banging and clawing at the door in the hallway down this way. Okay. And you also notice some puddles of goo, nasty, just puddles of some unknown, probably killed creature. Over here with Saras, Vega, and Aramel, you guys are in the hallway pretty much reloading your weapons, and everybody make a perception check, please. Kizratch, you are in there trying to get out of your bonds. If you do not have any escape artist skills, which I don't think you have, go ahead and make a dexterity check, Kizratch. Kizratch. I keep saying your name wrong, sorry.
No one gets it right till they're dead.
Saras, 22. Explodey. And Mutt. Alright. You notice these still smoking piles here, and you guys notice the shadow on the wall of movement behind you.
And Saras will turn around from the door there that she's facing, leveling her weapon past the shoulder of Vega. And she walks forward and pushes him past. Get down. We have company.
More smashing on this door here. There's something trying to get out. And you guys remember what that was. Some horrible abomination that you locked in the door in that room after throwing a rad nade, I believe it was. That's when you notice Mutt kind of moving into the hallway there. What does that look like, you guys?
So Saras was very hesitant when she saw kind of like the shadow over here approaching, making sure Vega's out of the way, push back, ready to shoot whatever comes around the corner. But seeing kind of Mutt, I guess, just look forward. I don't know if she can even see him yet. Yeah, okay. So she kind of steps around the corner, just ready to shoot, and sees a very familiar face, and she slowly lowers the weapon ever so slightly, and takes her offhand and gives him a bit of a wave. About time.
And Mutt nods his head and he kind of signals asking, where's the danger coming from?
And Saras would point to, I think it was the store here, and this one as well.
Almost on cue, this door blows open. And out spills one of the undead creatures. Everybody go ahead and roll their initiative.
Wait the table up.
TD, you're rolling intelligence instead of initiative. Far right, underneath defense mental, second row.
Nope, that's my fault. I just saw INT and I was like, that's good
No,
enough.
you're good.
Alright. Kizratch, your first attempt to shimmy out of the bonds fails. Now it's your turn again. So you can try that again if you wish with another dexterity check. Nice. You start chewing on him probably, and go ahead and tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, so Kizratch starts chewing on the bindings on his arms. Just looking at the zombies every now and then to make sure they don't see him. And if one of them seems aware, he goes back to pretending like he's asleep, and then he'll get right back to it. Do I get out this turn? Or?
Yeah, you're out, and you still have an action left. You can remain hidden if you want to, or you can, because actually you do not have your pistol on you or anything like that.
I would kind of stay hidden and try to crawl under the table
Okay.
next to me there.
Go ahead and make a concealment skill check. Something you're pretty good at.
Usually.
8's not bad. Alright. Saras, you are next. What would you like to do?
Alright, so there's a zombie here. I think I'm in close range still. Yes. For a shotgun? Is my range?
Yeah. You want to hit him with a shotgun?
Oh, yeah.
You want to go ahead? You want to do 2 shots or 1 dead eye?
1 dead eye, of course.
Awesome. So it's going to give you an extra +2 to hit.
So I cannot select myself. Oh, that's why. Okay. So I think it's a 12 gauge.
Attack.
So is it modifier ×2? Or is it... Oh, sorry.
It'll be +2. And you
Oh,
just put a 2 in there.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. 18 to hit. It has to defend. It rolls a 17. It is hit by 1 point. So now you can do the damage for the shotgun.
Times 2
And when it
multiplier.
pops up, 2, yeah. 62. You totally destroy him and ash him. What does that look like?
So, as she's kind of pointing and the creature busts through the door, right as it busts through the door and turns its head to look at her, very nonchalantly she'll raise the shotgun up, do a quick aim, and just fire, blowing its head off. And then she looks over at Mutt. Don't know if we needed you, but thanks for coming.
And
Mutt smiles when he hears her say that.
And after Saraz, it's Vega. What would you like to do, Vega?
Doc?
Hey.
You muted?
Is the doc in?
The doc is in the house. There he is.
No, we can't.
Can't hear you.
Back to the phone.
So Vega's twiddling his thumbs.
He's gonna hold his action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll hold his actions. You can jump in a minute, Doc. Mutt, it is your turn.
His gun stalled.
Yep. So Mutt, seeing that Sarah's just fragged this weird entity, he's gonna move up. And he remembers Sarah saying that there's this door that's banging also, right
Yes,
opposite.
there's something
Yep.
big behind there.
Yep, so he's gonna aim his weapon and wait and move up there.
Okay. And then Aramel.
Aramel is gonna up back into this area back here to try and actually have an idea of what's actually over there.
Okay, yeah. So you can get a view over there.
Yeah, because I can't see anything.
Are you able to see anything in that from that side there?
I see nothing but 2 piles of ash and red ash.
Okay, I see here. Yeah, it seems like some
Can
sort of
you hear me?
rec room.
Yes. Yeah, I can see all the way out into here.
Yeah,
But
some kind
it's
of tables.
Yeah, it's very thin, very narrow.
Any other actions for you at all?
No, I'm not seeing any immediate danger.
Yeah.
So
Okay. And Mutt or Vega, you want to jump in now?
Yeah, so Vega was pushed out of the way by Cirrus. And as soon as he was pushed out of the way, he just kind of says, "What the fuck, Cirrus?" And he turns around and immediately startles and jumps backward as she lets off that shotgun blast and takes down that creature. And he's just kind of standing there with his mouth wide open, his jaw kind of hitting the floor. It's like, whoa, whoa! He sees Mutt on the other side over there. Hey, Mutt! Here.
And in response, you can see Mutt actually raise his hands to his lips, trying to like silence Vega, and points to the door that he's aiming at.
Alright, back to Kizratch then. Or Kizratch. I'll get it right. Kizratch, you do notice that there is a baseball bat on the table over there. I don't know if you would want to bother it, but or if you just want to get out of there, it's up to you.
Yeah, so this room, are there any, like, vents, or is it just a door?
As far as you can see, there's no vents that you would be able to crawl through that would be big enough. The kitchen over here, there's a bunch of hypo needles on the tables and everything, but they're all empty. It seems that they've been used. Riley's body's over here, big pile of mess. And this is the only door, yeah, over here. And you see these undead here are raising up off of the ground and about to head towards the sound of all of the gunfire.
Oh yeah, with that in mind, Kizratch might just crawl back up on the table and play dead for a minute here if he sees them going that way.
Yeah, they're all like getting up and they're about to bolt for that door, you think.
Yeah, he either... shit. I think I might just lay on the table again and pretend like I'm dead or something.
Okay, you want to make a new concealment check or just keep your old one?
Fuck it.
Oh, nice. It was a good choice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I lost the other... There we go. I'm going to put this in here. And then after you is the zombies. The first one gets up, and she is running for the door there. What was the... What's that? It follows the yellow line. Is that?
It's like Q.
It's not spacebar anymore.
Q.
Q.
You
Okay.
hit Q along the path you want to follow.
That's 5 hexes. Gets to here. Doesn't see Mutt, and gets to about right there. This one comes running, flying through, and she's just coming straight for Saras and all you guys over there. The other one, I'm gonna go ahead and make a perception check. See if they notice you at all, Kizratch. And they do not. So they start to move that way as well. Alright, that's it for the undead. Saras, your turn.
She's gonna frown behind her helmet, frustrated. The door opened. Fine. I'm just gonna again level her shotgun at this female zombie trudging towards her and just dead-eye her. Ugh.
First shot is a 9. She gets a critical defense, but she cannot attack you with any type of missile weapon, so you're good for that.
That's good. Yeah, so Saras attempts to, again, nonchalantly shoot this zombie that's running towards her. Unfortunately, she didn't anticipate the speed at which she was going, and shot a little too far behind.
With the shot like that, there is a line of sight type of thing. So I'm going to roll for this zombie here, zombie 8. There's an additional +2 bonus for line of sight defense, and instead go ahead and roll the damage on zombie 8.
Amazing.
Nice. Instead, you killed that one.
Okay, so yeah, she was fully aiming for number 9, charging at her, miscalculated. And just bullet just whizzes by, just binging. Is it zombie 6 or zombie 8 that she got?
Zombie 8.
Okay, because I think you got a zombie 6 there. Yeah, she just...
Oh, zombie 6, yeah,
Yeah.
is what he killed. I gotta zoom in.
No worries. So yeah, she didn't anticipate it for it to kind of its head to explode right next to Mutt. She's a bit surprised there, but she's like, all right, I'll take it. Meant to do that.
Awesome. Mutt, your turn.
Mutt is going to see that the zombie that just charged out of the room, he's going to aim his 9mm and shoot. Attack 9mm. Zombie number 9, yes.
Hits. Do you want to attack again? Or,
Yes. Oh yeah, we discussed it. I'm going to, we're supposed to announce both. Yes, so basically as a zombie comes running out, he was standing opposite the door, and he was thinking something's going to come out from the door to his south. But he's startled by this zombie that runs out. He moves and he shoots twice at the zombie that's running towards Saras.
yeah, pop in the back.
Pop up in the back. This is the second attack against that zombie.
And actually, since she's got her back to you, she gets a -1, so I'll put that in there. Oh, yeah. And 2 hits in the back. And you can go ahead and do the damage twice for that. 9mm.
Multiplier, I leave it as empty, right?
Just empty, yeah.
Yep, okay. So
First one is
let's go-
21 as a wound.
Yep, and then the second one, 22.
22 kills. So what's that look like?
So Mutt's, he's still trying to get his bearings straight. He comes in, he hears the banging, he moves closer, he sees Sarah's just frag one. He looks at the other door, he sees a zombie run out, he moves his gun to track the other zombie, and as he plugs 2 in that zombie and kills it, he feels like a splash of what feels like coagulated blood on his on his face as the zombie that had just come in after him explodes. Like, the fuck?
Nice. Alright, and then Aramel.
Okay, so I can see there's one here, one here. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a what is it? The
orb.
yeah, the EMP orb. Right at the first one there. I can't read what it says. So yep, I'm gonna put my hands up and call on the spirits.
Spirit ball.
Okay, and so let's see.
Should we, attack EMP.
Man, that's terrible.
And it takes away your mana now, automatically.
Yeah, I see that. Now it gives me at least a countdown.
And does it defend?
Sure
The
does.
first one flies past it, and the same rule, I think, applies to the line of sight thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll that up. Yeah, flies past both of them and blows into the wall back there. So do you want to throw another one?
I do.
Okay.
I want to throw an additional. Hopefully not so terrible.
14 to hit. That one hits.
Perfect. Let's see. Multipliers is normal.
Nice. Actually, multiplier should be ×3. I think they're 3rd level.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
I forgot to tell you, but that's pretty awesome.
Let's see. Okay,
That would
so
have been...
45.
That's a kill right there. One kill. Alright, what's that look like?
Alright, so Aramel can just barely see through the crack of this door here at the angle he's at, and he sees there are some shuffling bodies in there, and so his eyes wide, it looks like they're rolling back in his head, but really they're turning this sort of silver color, and he puts a hand up and just turns, and he just I guess he just kind of says a little incantation, Gentium Lancium, and out flies this little silver lance, striking this zombie square in the shoulder and disintegrate.
Nice. Vega.
All the shooting and firing and Aramil shooting light out of his hands around him. Vega's kind of like standing there. His shoulders are getting hunched as he ducks his head and ducks down and just kind of turns around, and he sees the direction they're firing in, and at first he's kind of confused. Are they firing at Mutt? No, it's near Mutt, and then he sees that zombie in the hallway down here, and he just starts popping a shot off in that same direction at that zombie.
Alright, do you want to do 2 shots?
Sure, I'll do 2 shots.
Alright, pop. $12 is the first. First bullet flies past.
And then he takes his second shot.
9. Second bullet flies past. You can burn frenzy if you like.
He will not burn frenzy.
Okay, cool. After Vega is Kizratch. I'm just gonna say it wrong.
Got it. Good snatch.
Kizratch.
So what? Is it the zombie in my room that's getting hit?
Not getting hit.
Yeah, he's firing at that one there, if you can see that one.
Mm-hmm.
This zombie's supposed to go right after that. I should have used the really cool API script for initiative.
So On the table next to me, are there any hypo needles or anything like that?
Those are all empty, but there is a baseball bat.
Could I throw the hypo needle at the...
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
So Kizratch will hear all the gunfire and obviously see all the magic crazy bullshit coming in the room and just like have one eye open, just kind of seeing what's going on. And then slyly reach for one of the hypo needles next to him on the table and just try to wing it and lay down real quick again.
Nice. All right. And since this will be a sneak attack, all you have to do is get over a 5 to actually hit.
Oh, good.
So go ahead and just roll a d20. There's no plus because you're not specialized in hypo needle throwing. But and it flies past
Clang.
and misses.
Clink.
But you hide again. Go ahead and tell us what that looks like. Besides, what do you do after that?
Sure. So Kizratch kind of opens his left eye and is looking at the zombie, trying to aim it, and like it has the needle in his right hand, like he's about to throw darts, and then just wings it real quick and lays back down, and doesn't look to see what happens. Hears it clink against the wall. It's like, ah!
All right, and zombie's turn. The zombie comes stumbling out here. Oh, there's a bunch of ash in front, in the way.
You got to back that ash up.
Yeah. That's perfect. It's just perfect. Alright, that one goes running straight for Sarath.
Again.
Yeah. Alright, she is just going to one heavy attack at you. Trying to bite you, so here it comes.
And sorry, what do I roll again?
You're doing a physical defense. Defense physical.
Oh boy. Defense physical, there you go. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I changed them up. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. So yeah, as the zombie comes in and attempts to kind of bite her, she'll just take her like kind of her free hand and place it on top of the zombie's face and just hold it back.
Yeah.
No.
And then the door shatters and the abomination comes out. The abomination, first thing it sees is Mutt, so it's going after Mutt. This large creature it looks like several body parts have been sewn together to create this Frankenstein type monster thing. And it has several different arms sewn on there. Metal spikes through its face. It's definitely a creation of black magic and necromancy. It's immediately goes towards Mutt and tries to rage attack, claw him. And you're just gonna have to dodge this physically.
Okay.
Six. Nice.
Oof.
Gotcha. And now you have one more. This one is just gonna try to grab you.
Okay.
Single action.
Defense physical again, correct?
Correct, yeah. Nice. You're able to get away from that. What's that look like?
So as the door opens, Mutt, who was initially trained his sights on that door, and then, with that coagulated blood on the side of his face, and then one more zombie running out, he's a bit distracted, and as he wipes the blood off, he looks up and he sees this abomination come at him. For a moment there's hesitation. He understands what he sees, but a part of him doesn't believe it. And he is slower to react than usual, but still a little fast enough from being swiped at and then when this thing tries to come and kind of give, I'm assuming almost like a bear hug that it was trying to do to restrain. Yeah. So Mutt ducks and gets out, and he's still a little unnerved by what he's seeing.
All right. And now we are going to Saras.
Alright, I'll see if I hit. If I can do what I need to do. Again, Deadeye.
Stick the shotgun in her face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. You actually have... Oh, you got the +2 modifier on there.
Yeah.
And you have a point-blank range modifier, so you're actually at 23 right now. So she is probably not going to dodge unless she gets a natural 20.
What?
And of course she does. She slaps, gets lucky as hell and slaps your your arm out of the way and the gun out of the way and shoot the ceiling. You can burn 2 frenzy if you want to and do it again.
Oh, no. Actually,
Okay.
oh god, let's piss off. So burn.
Oh, or do you have only 1
I have
frenzy left?
3. So I'm gonna
Okay.
burn what, 2 frenzy?
Yeah.
Okay, to do 1 Deadeye. Okay. Yeah.
I was looking at the zombie.
Hmm?
I was looking at the zombie, sorry. So you can get add a +4 to this mod.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's gonna attempt again. Because that was just bull.
That was lucky.
Just bull.
Wow.
That's a hit.
Let's see how much damage I do because it depends on Oh.
And that is enough to kill.
Alright, so,
What's that look like?
The initial attack, basically she pushes the zombie back, and I guess not hard enough because she was going to try and re-up her weapon and fire again. Unfortunately, the zombie kind of was a bit too fast. Got in her face again, causing her to shoot the ceiling, pissing Saras off extremely. So she takes her boot and places it against the zombie's chest, kicking her backwards before leveling the shotgun in her face, just exploding her head.
Rambo's her. Who's it's Mutt now, isn't it? Mutt.
Yes. When you burn a frenzy, you get 1 more extra attack, correct?
Correct.
And I can burn up to 2 frenzies?
Yes.
Yep. So this is going to be 4 attacks. I'm going to burn 2 frenzies for 2 additional attacks.
Yeah, sounds nice.
Damn.
Sounds like what I do. Ah, pop,
Yeah.
pop, 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 pop.
Yep. So I'll roll, and then based on that I'll role play. So first attack.
10. And actually you get an additional +2 for point blank range, so that's actually 12.
Perfect.
That first one's a 12, and it's a hit.
Nice. Okay, this is the second attack. Do I still get the +2?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, this is the second attack.
Nice. It's a hit.
Nice. This
Third
is the third attack. Ooh,
That's a miss.
it's a miss. And this is the final 4th attack. Ooh. Oh, yes.
3 hits. 3 hits.
So, which one is the red or blue bubble the frenzy?
The red. Red
The red.
is...
Okay, so let me update that. Okay, so that's done. So this is the damage. First one. Second one. Third one. Ooh!
Oh!
Nice. 2, for the 2 shots you wounded, that last one actually killed it. So what's that look like?
So, as Mutt steps out of the way of the attacks that this abomination is throwing at him, he in an instant realizes that what he's looking at is something very similar to Mutt but perverted, and there's this rage within him to see a perverted version of a revenant, and he whips the gun around, and he he doesn't. It's very hard for Mutt to show emotion. It's not part of who he is, but what he sees, and he just starts shooting at the thing right point blank in the face. Pow, 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 pow.
Nice. It's funny that you say that. That's the same thing I thought. As it was coming at you, I was like a perverted version of the Revenant. Cool, that fight has ended. It looks like all of the enemies are dusted. And the smoke is still going. The creatures are still like oozing and puddling and at your feet. What do you guys want to do now?
So, Soras
As it gets quiet.
takes out her tiny little mouse friend, seeing that he's okay. Gives him a pet before putting him away, and then walks up to Mutt. You okay?
Fine for now. That was some excellent shooting, Saras.
Same to you. And do we see Kizratch sneak in there?
Kizratch is moving again now, so if you're trying to sneak, Kizratch, go ahead and make a stealth check and a concealment check, and then everybody else make a perception check. And you have to reach one of his target numbers to either see or hear him. Yeah, he is seen by Mutt. Vega. Oh my god, Vega.
Yeah.
As soon as he goes trying to sneak by the door, Vega says, "Hey, is that a rat? Hey, is that a rat? Hey, you guys see that?"
Oh, is it a big rat? Perhaps it could be your new pet, just like the Mr. Jangles the mouse over there.
It's
And Tarks are, sorry, just to throw this in there. They're pretty common. You guys have seen them around before, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Ronnie, not Jangles.
Yes, well, it was apparently just a poor attempt at humor.
And Sarasol, I guess since he's been pointed out, maybe by Vega, turn to Kizratch. Gun's still up.
Yeah, and Kizratch
Vega
would be
definitely
like,
pointed them out.
Kizratch would be like halfway out the door, getting ready to close it, and like frozen in that moment where you're about to close the door, but you realize you've been seen, and just kind of stop with the back half turned towards everybody, and then eventually relents and looks at everyone.
Greetings, hello, but much honor to you for, saving Kizratch, yes.
And closes the door and stands straight.
Yes.
And just kind of looks around, not really knowing what to say or do when confronted with these individuals.
Saras will look over to Mutt and Vega and Daramil and back to Kizratch. What are you doing here?
Yes,
And Kizratch isn't really sure if he should tell them, but
was here to see, Dr. Thorn, yes, here to, slay Dr. Thorn.
and we work for Alliance, right?
Correct.
For Alliance, much profit and gifts and trophies for Kizratch and team, but team was man-filled, too weak, too slow, too clumsy soft.
Do you always blab so much about your business?
What is blab?
Talk.
Yes, Kizratch, good talker, very intelligent speaker, yes.
Vega lights a cigarette and he's holding it between two fingers, and as he's holding it between two fingers away from his face, oh, what's he saying? I mean, I think he's going on about something. He was here for kind of the same reason we were. It sounds like you were here for the doctor. Is that what I'm getting?
Yes, man thing. Yes, yes. I here to kill Doctor. Alliance contract mighty strong assassin Kizratch and 2 lackeys to go kill. Lackeys were lacking. Yes, yes. But I, still alive, I can still complete mission.
Well, now it seems we have also been sent for the same mission because, obviously, you failed.
No, not fail. Setback. Minor setback. Yes, yes. But now, with all of you being my assistants, yes, yes, we kill Doctor now. We collect reward. Much reward. This kind of looks around.
Did he just say I'm going to be his assistant?
Seems like it.
Isn't that all you do anyway? It's just assist or drive.
You know what, Pointy? I saw you fire that little lightning bolt out of your hands, but I haven't seen you do much of anything else either, you know? So I think both of us are kind of in the same boat here, don't you think?
No. If you remember correctly, I talk to the robots. You make out with them.
Yeah, well... And he takes a drag off of his cigarette.
And Sarah's again will look over to Vega and Aramil, frowning under her helmet, looking back to Kizratch. Well, it seems we have the same mission. I am D9, but you may call me Saras.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure of this thing, not to be rude
It's fairly
by calling you a thing,
racist.
but I'm not too keen on picking up extras, but as the saying goes, the enemy is my friend.
For a half-breed, you're very judgy.
Yes,
Oh,
Pointy Ear, you and I are same. We work for same company. You not judge me.
Vega just starts laughing. Did he just call you Pointy?
I passed absolutely no judgment. I passed no judgment.
That's what I call him too. Pointy.
I merely mentioned that I was not interested in picking up more for our particular party. That's, while I might not agree with money or want money or think that money is any good, it is, however, a necessity, and it is a necessary evil, and the less shares we split, the better.
Well, think of it this way, Aramil. All of us at the Alliance, well, maybe, are at least somewhat valued, as we have repeat business. Think of it this way, maybe there will be a reward regarding the rescue of this one. And she'll turn to Mutt, who's been signaling kind of towards the camera. Oh, we've found where that has been filming. It seems closed circuit as far as we can tell. Nothing to worry about.
Do you know if someone is using it to watch us?
We killed everyone in that room. They're all dead anyway. It's here at the front. You passed it.
There seems to be box as well. Some sort of a storage locker behind in that room.
The one that the abomination came out of, yes.
Indeed.
How about we...
And
Go ahead.
At that, Mutt's looking at Saras, is looking at Kizratch, at Aramil and Vega. Do you know much about the doctor you all have been tracking?
Target. Yes. I kill him. He very dangerous, but all things explode, burn, choke, die.
Will you all please step with me into the room and close the door behind?
Mm.
Is there a camera in this room as well, Rogue?
Oh, are you muted?
Sorry, yeah, I was sending a secret message.
Sorry.
This one here?
Yeah, we are in the Abominations room.
No, you do not see a camera in there.
As soon as everybody steps in, Mutt goes up, closes the door, and he looks around.
You do notice it feels really hot where you're standing, and it looks like there's some damage to the floor and some of the equipment in here. There was a grenade that went off in here earlier. The radnade.
Mutt looks at Saras and the rest, and I cannot but shake the feeling somebody is using the cameras to watch us. Aramil, is it not possible for someone to use or tap into the closed circuit network from a remote location per se?
I do believe it is possible. It is something that you and I could look into further if you're willing to spend the time.
Yes. It is providence, I suppose, that I was personally looking into some cold cases. One that did cross my desk was a Dr. Thorin, same one you called me. Little did I know that the place you're calling me to is possibly one of his labs.
An old lab, yes.
Well, it won't be much of a surprise given the fact that what seemed to be the undead that were attacking us, Dr. Thorin is sympathetic to the Shadowrun Eldarin and their practices in the dark art.
What exactly is that?
You see, Naramal, you can back me up on this. It's a bit of lore about your race. There were some who believed all magic should be studied freely so that you could better control it. Is it not, Aramal?
There are those who have said such, yes.
But all knowledge has its price. And this particular one did indeed. Because some magics can reach into places the living should not reach. Places called the void, places called the never. My research has shown me some sort of a place between the stars.
Are you speaking of necromancy?
Indeed. Yes, necromancy. Though the way Dr. Thorin put in his paper, I think he would be loath to use that word. He had much more flowery language to get his words and point across regarding bringing the undead, in his case, the unliving, back to life. and I wonder if some of it has got to do with his own personal tragedies.
Yes, I think that would make some degree of sense, Mutt. It's one of the many pieces, perhaps, of this greater puzzle. The tragedies and his particular studies could indeed lead a person to at least dabbling in such arts, the darker arts.
Well, as a revenant it is unlike me to display emotion. It's more of a biologic response to external stimuli. But seeing that abomination, I could say, had an approximate feeling of what one could describe as rage. If this Dr. Thorin is indeed involved in such creations, then I think a man such as that must be stopped.
Agreed. It's disgusting what he's doing. Though I cannot say the dead should remain dead, as she'll gesture to her and Mutt. But this is horrific.
Vega spins around while you're talking, and you see he's got this device and he's strapping it to his arm. While you are talking your mumbo jumbo, look what I found! And as he's strapping it to his arm, it accidentally fires off, and this razor sharp disc embeds itself into the wall. And he's like, "Whoa! Did you see that?"
Perhaps you should read the directions before using it, Vega.
Oh, this thing's awesome.
You should learn to control it before you fire.
Well, I admit it's pretty cool, Saras. It's... I mean, that was pretty sweet.
Sure.
Mutt looks at Vega and he says, "It is indeed glad to see you again, Vega. I do hope I can survive this night now that you are armed and dangerous. But I believe I would have some sense of equilibrium if you were to kindly remove those sunglasses before you use that weapon indoors."
How can man-filth even see with dim light visor thingy on face? Blech. Stupid fool.
Mutt turns around to Kizratch. "I like you already."
Everyone like Kizratch, soul snatcher.
Kizratch, it looks like we might have some souls to snatch then. Finding this professor, doctor, whatever. But if we can bring him back alive, if possible, we get paid more.
Yes, but Kizratch makes no promises.
I don't expect you to. Just don't fuck shit up.
These words sound aggressive. I like. But one moment, Kizratch be back must collect murder tools. Yes, yes.
And Sir Russell will just watch him go. Look back to everyone else.
"I would not allow him to be alone by himself, Saras."
I will follow.
Vega's messing with his arm blade and has a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. Oh, I think I'm gonna like the little rat.
You find what you're looking for.
I'm assuming it's in the vent road. Uh-oh.
Yeah, once you're in there.
Have a little trouble
Yeah, you kind of
hearing
cut
you.
out.
Oh, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Yeah, better now.
Oh, my mic's up on my face, on my head.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Once you reach in there, you know, it might have housed some kind of creature, or maybe where they used to grow some sort of botanical creations. Yeah, you hid it in there when that big bad guy was coming after you.
Yes, yes, there it is. Murder tools. Kill, maim, burn them all.
It's kind of
Yeah.
climbs up into the vent a bit, and it
Ah.
pulls out a big satchel and belt with a bunch of explosives and everything on it.
Yes, yes. Kizratch felt as though he were naked again without this.
Yes.
Straps it on, wraps everything around.
Now, Kizratch ready to kill, murder.
Yes, much better that you're not naked.
Kizratch hears that he looks very attractive with no clothing. You should be so lucky, metal thing.
I take that as a compliment. And I am unfortunately still flesh.
Not look like it.
The armor hides much.
Why not take off? Oh, perhaps not to die. Fleshy bits.
Exactly. The armor only comes off at home. Alone. Only alone.
Well, we should find the others and go kill Dr. Thing, yes?
They are looking at the cameras at the moment, seeing if anyone is spying. Maybe this Dr. Thorin could be.
Why not break camera?
That is a good point, but the damage is already done. If he has seen us, there's no point in breaking. Unless you feel like breaking.
Always. Yes!
And take out the 9mm and just shoot the cameras in the hallway. With the Giza.
Sarah will shake her head. Are you always
Cool, go ahead and do
this
it.
impulsive?
Time to miss.
I shot up and missed. Shot again, but missed.
Good enough.
Hits, yeah, smashes.
Nice, you shot a stationary object. Good job.
Most objects stationary when Kizratch conceals sneak everywhere.
Oh, I see you now. And you are caught. I assume you're mediocre at sneaking too.
No, tactical decision. Not to die. Yes.
I know it's a tactical decision to get caught. Very smart.
Yes, see? Work out very good for Kizratch. All these new, backup come to save Kizratch, and now we kill, maim, Doctor.
I don't think we are backup. I think we're the second force since you failed.
No, definitely backup. Alliance like Kizratch work. Yes.
We weren't told about you, or to rescue you, or that you were alive, or that you existed, so...
It's Kizratch a secret. Yes.
No, you're not.
But you said you not hear about Kizratch before, yes?
No, I assumed you just weren't important.
Metal thing observed wrong.
We'll see.
So Mutt can hear the banter that's coming down the hall. He sees Aramil trying to gain access into the computer.
Airmill. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he sees Aramil and he says, Aramil, is there anything of interest? Do we know who's watching us?
As far as I can tell, there's no one watching us.
I just can't shake the feeling that we are being watched. That a part of this is staged or even a test somehow. 2 separate teams to take out a single individual in an old facility just doesn't...
Well, the first one failed. And she'll look over to Kizratch pointedly.
Yes, Manfield too slow. Should have succeeded.
So can Mutt observe anything on the computer system around it? If there is anything that would help Aramil gain access?
It seems like most of this stuff is pretty old and was once used for the old business, the old CRS business. This was once, the room that you're in now was once the main lobby, waiting room, where people would come in and, sign in with the secretary at the desk that you're sitting at. There's still an old cup of coffee that's probably been sitting there forever. And it seems like this room has never been used. When they first initially found this chamber, they had those employees, old employees, were actually used as undead security. While Aramel is sitting there, he actually starts to twitch a little bit. You get a little vision from just touching the computer, Aramel, if you see that.
Mm-hmm.
It is quickly snuffed out, though, by the sound of gunfire and the video camera being shot.
So Aramel puts his hand on the computer, and as he does, he just kind of freezes there for a moment and goes silent, and his eyes sort of glaze over, and his mouth, his jaw drops agape, and he just exhales real long and just sort of and as he does, he just gets some brief glimpses of some of the old security footage and employees who were, it's almost as if they're just screaming out in pain and agony. And as soon as Aramil, he's almost following these visions down the system's internet network, and as soon as he gets close to the room where the screams are most loudly being heard, he hears those gunshots and he's pulled back, and he kind of stumbles back away from the computer, and he shakes his head and opens his eyes wide, and he just looks to Mutt. A lot more is happening here than I think any of us may ever be aware.
What did you see, Aramil?
Aramil will just put his right hand up to his head and just cover over his eyes and sort of wipe down his face very slowly. I just heard screaming. Lots of screaming and pain. So many voices that were in agony, and they just wanted to leave. They just wanted to be let go. But something was keeping them here. I wasn't able to really hone in on where it was coming from or who, but it had to have just been The old employees. The security, perhaps. I'm really not sure. It's just so much coming at me all at once.
Do you think you could lead us to at least the vicinity where you heard those screams from? Did you feel it coming from within this facility?
It was coming from within. If you just give me a moment, perhaps I could collect my thoughts, and maybe we could find the room.
Indeed.
Yeah, you know that there is another door, at least two other doors over where you guys were about to head into. They go deeper into the facility. They seem to be the only other way in deeper to this place.
And as Aramil sits down, he just puts both of his elbows down to his knees and rests his head in his hands. And he just slowly picks his head up and he looks to Mutt and he goes, down. That's the only direction I can really tell us. Is just down. There's something going on below this facility.
Into the belly of the beast, then.
Yes, for lack of better terms.
Mr. Soul Snatcher, do you feel like snatching a few more souls tonight?
Yes, yes, let us go to belly of beast and kill Doctor. Yes, yes.
Let it be so then. Seras, Vega,
Always ready.
do you agree?
Yes.
When you look over at Vega, he's on the couch with his arms stretched out over the back of the couch, his legs stretched out in front of him, crossed at the ankles, and he's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. His sunglasses pulled down over his eyes. You can tell he's taking slow, steady breaths. He didn't respond to you.
Mutt walks up a little closer. Vega, are you with us?
As you get closer and say his name, he kind of startles and jumps up. Oh, yeah, just taking a little nap. And he stretches his arms out. Gets up off the couch. Oh, all right. Well, where are we off to?
Down, further down into this facility. Seems to be more at work here. Aramel has seen some visions.
Oh my goodness, we're going deeper into this place based on Pointy's visions. Oh, I think I'd rather follow the rat.
Yes, yes, I can lead the way. I see in dark. I sneak. I skillful assassin.
I think
Vega,
it's been...
you know what you have to do. Please, for the sake of all of us and our safety, remove those glasses once we go down.
Vega pushes the sunglasses up on top of his head. Oh, very well. Let's just go ahead and do this then.
Yes, yes. Follow Kizratch into belly of beast. Be warned. Ghoulish things up ahead whenever we enter. Not tough, but many. Let Kizratch be sneaky. Send him out for new friends. Yes, yes.
If you want to go ahead and attempt to prove yourself, go ahead.
So you guys move into the chamber towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to the door, everyone move and make a perception check, please. Or an observation if you have that skill.
Observation. Oh, sorry. Perception or observation?
Yeah, if you have the observation skill, you can do that instead because it's off of perception. But it'll make it higher. Gives you a better dice pool.
Is it this door down here? Which door are we
down
going
there.
to?
You see that?
Yeah. Yeah. That was the one that you guys were about to go into when things started happening here. And there's a bathroom right there.
Oh, cool.
Looking over to the bathroom, no one in the bathroom, no one in the stalls, it seems. But you are very sure, actually, Saras, you're very sure that something moved in there. You can use your scanners, your sensors ability. I think both you and any Revenant has the ability to use sensors, which is pretty much picks up movement in a distance equal to your perception attribute. So you guys pretty much scan that next room, and you do pick up some movement in there. So there's somebody waiting for you guys to come in.
And Sarah also look to Mutt and kind of make a gesture of. She'll see if anybody else, like if everyone else is kind of looking. She'll try to make a gesture that something's in
You're
there.
picking up.
Yeah, there's movement.
Mutt nods to Saras, and if Kizratch is looking back at them, he puts his fingers down and motions as if, somebody's walking across, and points to inside that door.
And
In the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
No, beyond. No, this door over here,
oh,
sorry.
is that door?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And Saras will hold up 4 fingers and point towards the door.
And then Kizratch will look to Mutt. How close? How many?
They're waiting for us in there. The first one to go in.
Hold on. Kizratch have big surprise for them. Everyone back up.
Oh my.
And the door is locked mechanically, so a thievery skill check or an electronic skill check could break into it, unless you want to use brute force.
I have something much more useful than that. I want to do demolitions and use my plastic explosive.
Oh, nice. That would definitely open the door. Okay, go ahead and make a demolition.
Oh my god! Let's talk about if frenzy can apply to this. I don't think so.
It's not a complete failure.
I think Soul Snatcher just snatched his own soul.
It's
That's gonna hurt.
it's not a complete failure, so it doesn't blow up right when you set it, but you do make a mistake and make a dexterity check to get out of the way before it goes off.
Oh shit. I've made this mistake before.
Into the bathroom.
Yes, exactly. It's
Into the shitter.
it's putting up the plastic explosive, and then I hit. Instead of doing 15 seconds, I do 5. Just dive into the bathroom real quick.
Boom. The explosion goes off. Rocks the whole place. And everybody's smoke billowing out of the door there, the entranceway. Everybody go ahead and do an ish. After that. Looks like Vega goes first.
What is he gonna do? Drive in there? It's like
So-
he's driving
Wow.
us crazy.
So Vega is kind of like waving his hand in front of his face as he waves dust and whatever else is in the air after that explosion goes off. And as soon as he's waving in front of his face, he takes a few tentative steps forward to try and peek in the door as the smoke starts clearing. And then he will delay his action.
Okay. And next will be one of the bad guys, it seems. One of them is getting up from the explosion that rocked the door, like shaking his head, and trying to get back.
Should I roll damage for that? Or are they not close enough?
Yeah, none of them were close enough, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Would have been awesome, though.
If only.
The ghoul seems to be armored in some old security armor. He possibly could have been an old employee, you know what I mean? Get some cover behind the wall there, and you notice he has a pistol, brandishes the pistol. He's gonna fire towards you, Vega. It doesn't look like you have any cover from where he's at.
Nope.
So 2 shots are coming at you. $13 and an 18.
Whew!
Nice.
Oh.
And the last one hit. Now you have armor against this, so it's going to soak whatever damage I do. The second number of your armor will soak whatever damage I do.
I
Only
believe it's-
16.
Yeah, it's 7, I believe, is my soak.
So if the damage after soakage doesn't go
Oh,
over...
I'm sorry. It's 10.
Oh, cool. And I don't think that's going to go over your body. 6 damage isn't going to go really over your body. It's not a lot of damage. So pretty much a scratch on that one. 2 bullets, one flies into the wall, one barely nicks you. Your armor protects you from most of it. And you also see behind him a much larger ghoul. It was an ogre before it died. So he raises up, and you can see his baseball bat with nails sticking through it as he's grabbing it. He was also like rocked by the explosion, behind him. But it is now Saras's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, Saras,
yes.
go for it.
So she's gonna walk up. I forget how far we can move. I think it's on the sheet. Crap, how far can we move?
You can walk 4, run 8. Your character in particular. I think Kizratch is the only one that can haul like major ass.
Well, stand in front of Vega and again push kind of Vega out of the way with his weak attempts. And not too sure how far away this guy is. He still in short range or no?
Yeah, you can get him.
No.
Definitely.
She'll take out her shotgun there and fire at him. Self-gauge with the...
He's supposed to be hugging the pole there, so he's got a little bit of cover, but not much.
Ugh.
And that's a dead-eye shot. physical defense, giving him a bonus of 2.
Yeah.
14. All right, you hit the pillar.
Yeah.
Any frenzy?
Oh god, no.
Okay. All right. What's that look like?
Yeah, so again, she kind of strolls up, pushing Vega out of the way again. Let me do this. And she'll aim and fire. Again, kind of miscalculating where he was. Ah, shit.
It is Kizratch.
So I can move and then do an attack, right?
Yeah, you can move. Actually, I think you can move
6
up
hexes.
to. Oh, it says 6.
Yeah, from agility, I think.
Yeah, I think you can go up to 12 total.
If I had like used both actions to do it.
Yeah, you won't spend any actions. You can spend those actions while you're doing your movement. And they're 2 separate things.
Oh.
Yeah, so they won't take your actions at all.
Oh shit.
But running will give you negative modifiers to certain attacks.
Oh, no. I'm good. It's grenades. No, right. Okay, so I'll
Oh, I see.
kind
I
of
see,
sneak
okay.
my way through,
I see a good spot for one. Yeah.
and then kind of run up against the door, I guess,
Yeah.
and press myself and see the ghouls out there, and pull a Molotov from my pack. And that's I don't know if that's close enough. Actually,
You trying to aim it here?
that'd be a long throw.
Yeah, that's 6 hexes to get there. I think that's your max. You can throw it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Now your D20 has to at least be. You have a +1 to specialization in grenades.
Mm-hmm.
You have to at least hit a 6 for them to have to defend against it.
Okay.
So
Well,
here it goes.
is the +1 built in, or do I have to include it?
Yeah, it's put in there already. Nice. That was a beautiful throw then.
I like that radius marker.
Thank you. Oh,
Fuck.
first goal. First goal dives out of the way. The big goal, the one that counts here. He's the slow one. Wait, something went wrong there. Crap.
Yeah, he did double plus. He rolled an 18, so he beat me too.
Damn. All right, so I guess it shatters on the wall over here. What's that look like?
Looks like I'm burning frenzy to do it again, but
Yeah.
probably.
can do it.
But yeah, I fling them all to the first one. It go for the second one.
And 2 frenzy, and you can do it again.
2 frenzy. Okay. 8. Stay still.
9. Come on.
Nope. Wasn't meant to be. Did it again. He rolled another 18.
Is he really rolling that? Let me see.
I don't
I might have a little screw up here on this character. I know what it is. Oh, yep, I know what it is. Let me re-roll for his first one again then, because that was wrong. Physical defense. Your first attack was a what?
17.
Okay, so the first one did hit, and the second one also hit. Or did it?
Oh, the meat beating this system.
Oh no, Tygo's defender.
Okay, so he gets hit once.
Yeah, and then the damage is already ready to go. No modifiers or anything. You just hit the Molotov damage. 50.
Holy
That
shit.
he's on fire. He's not dead yet, but he is on fire. So you can roll another d6 of sticky fire damage on him.
Is that exploding or just normal?
Exploding. So d6 exclamation 5. All right, and that's it for you. So there's a little bit of fire going on over here.
And then the other one's out of the way. Is burn, die, dead thing.
And that big ghoul's on the ground too. All right, Aramil.
Aramil's moving up to see what exactly is going on. And he's gonna sprint up around the corner in behind Vega here. And I do see something down there. And he's gonna throw an EMP orb at this guy.
At Ghoul 3.
Sure, I can't read his name.
Oh, okay. This guy here.
Yep.
Okay. I know, this line. $14 to hit. He's hit.
Oh, boo.
It's enough to knock him to the ground. And throw in the other one.
I don't have enough to throw another one, so actually he comes around and he does this thing, Argentum Lancium, and he throws this silver lance out, and then it's almost as if, as he's doing so, he begins to falter a little bit, and he stumbles backwards and just falls against the wall back here as he
Okay.
just begins to... You can tell he's kind of struggling with something, as if perhaps a little bit drained.
The next ghoul moves to here. Let me see something real quick. What can she see here? Yeah. Kizratch, you're going to have an additional +4 to defense because of the cover.
All right.
And she is going to fire 2 shots from her submachine gun. At Kriz. And, oh, she has a 45 pistol, never mind. So you just go ahead when your physical defense modifier pops up, hit 4, and then hit enter. Nice, that means that cover saved your ass. So it hit right by your face, probably.
Oh,
Oh no, go on, cover.
Oh, not quite.
Alright, hopefully the damage, don't do it. Don't explode damage.
It did.
17 damage. Do you have any armor at all?
No.
Okay, so straight off of your hit points. You want me to add it in? I can do.
I got them down to 22.
Goodness.
There it goes, cool. Alright, so she comes up, takes a little bit of cover and fires 2 shots. Dish, dish, side of her face is all rotten. You can see some teeth peeking through. And one of the rounds hits right next to your face. The other one hits you in the arm.
Grab my arm.
The next ghoul comes running. Jumps into the room with you guys and is going to swing its spiked baseball bat at Saras with a rage attack.
Of course. No.
Nice. And you defend it nicely. And that's it. It's Mutt's turn. Kill them, Mutt. Kill them all. Do it now. Kill me up here.
And as these ghouls step out, Mutt moves kind of parallel to it, aims, starts shooting. Just 2 attacks, no frenzy at this point.
Okay.
First one. 16. Nice.
Hits.
And the second one. Oof. Yeah.
It's got a little bit of extra cover from Saras there.
I was gonna say, Sarah's probably put her big head in the way.
If it hits within that cover, it could hit Saras, but it does not. First round hits though, second round does not.
Okay. So here's the first one.
And then the damage for that. Ah. Mutt, you also have an SMG too. I don't know
Oh
if you-
yes, I do.
But anyway, what's that look like?
So Mutt sees this thing pop out, and he sees his acquaintances all lined up. Get out of the way! Do not stand in a line like that. And he pulls his gun out and shoots a couple of shots at the ghoul. And as he talks, Seras might have moved her head towards him, and the shot deflects off her helmet. Oh, sorry.
Next time, aim.
Ghoul 6 steps out with a rail gun,
Ghoul 6 has a missile launcher.
lines up right
Oh,
with
yeah.
all of you.
Well,
It's too bad. It's too bad. Alright, Ghoul 6 gets up. Luckily, ogres have really crap movement, so he can only move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he had to get up. That takes half of his movement, so he's only right there. And he's on fire. Alright. So he gets up and he's just like, "Rah!" And he's got his spiked club and he's running towards you guys on fire. And that's as far as he gets. So now it is Vega's turn.
Vega, after getting hit, decides that it's best if he starts backing away, and then delays his action.
It is now Ghoul 3. Ghoul 3 moves to get cover behind this door here and is going to fire kind of line of sight here at Kizratch. And if it doesn't hit Kizratch, it might have a chance to hit Saras
no.
because of the awesome line. First shot. 2 shots coming. Second shot coming.
Ooh.
11 and then 19.
See if I dodge that first shot.
Yeah, you have to dodge a 9, but you also get a +2 modifier for line of sight dodge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. So only 1 hit, but it was Kizratch on the second shot. .21 damage.
Oh my god.
Oh
Sucks.
god. Are you down to 1?
Mhm.
1 hit point. Who has those hypo
I think
heals?
I might have one.
Yeah, you have 1, and then Aramil has the other 3.
Okay. That one is enough to knock Kizratch on the ground, and he is hurting pretty badly. at 1 hit point, which means you can crawl, pretty much attack and defend at -2. That is it for Ghoul 3, and it is Saras's turn.
So Saras is gonna look over to Kizratch and I'm gonna yell at him, "Get over to the elf. He'll help you." And as she kind of sticks her shotgun in the face of the ghoul and fires. Oh,
Deadeye. Alright, that'll be an additional +4.
+4. That's still 7. That sucks.
7. And defense.
Oh.
Oh! Got his ass anyway.
Yes. Okay, good. Barely, but hey.
This thing's the Devastator. It's enough to kill him.
This gun fucks. So as she yells down at Kizratch, she's looking. She like kind of gives a look towards the ghoul, aims, looks back down at Kizratch, and fires into the ghoul, just splattering him across the doorway of the bathroom.
Nice.
Oh,
and any frenzy?
No, but she will move. Actually, no, she's gonna stay there.
Okay. It is now Kizratch.
So Kizratch, so I can crawl to him basically from
Yeah.
like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And so Kizratch is just kind of crawling on all fours. Ah! Ah! Just crawling past everybody, screaming the whole time, and doesn't even really say anything to Aramil. Just just reaching out towards them.
Nice. And then Aramel's turn.
Now, curiously, what all can those things heal? Those EpiPens, so to speak.
They inject like a bunch of nanites, pretty much, that'll repair.
It's only for health, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
These ones are.
Okay. So Aramel looks down to Kizratch and he just goes, I'm not in very good shape, but you appear to be much worse. And he reaches into his side pocket and he pulls out one of these pens and just winds up and jams it straight into his chest.
Killing him.
He killed his last hit point.
He winds up and just jams it square into his bulging eye.
No, he does get 40 hit points back. And he loses 2 of them because I jammed it into his eye. No.
Perfect.
No, he just jams a square into Kizratch's chest. There you are. You should be feeling much better now.
Yes! And stands up. Or goes to start standing up.
Alright, it is now Ghoul 2. Is that right? What happened here?
Yes, I think so.
It is. It's Ghoul 2.
The other ghoul died is what happened.
That's right. Ghoul 2 moves to the desk as well to try to get a shot here on Saras.
Guessing you got some cover. It's pretty brutal, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're actually going to get +5 cover from this shot. These 2 shots. So you'll be able to add that on your modifier there.
The first one's probably gonna hit.
No way, you've got this.
Oh my.
Oh, ow.
And the second one.
Oh, hey, on Kizratch's turn, should that ghoul have taken another round of fire damage?
Oh, yes. Do 2d6 times 2. If you know how to do that one. It's /R space 2d6 exclamation point. asterisk 2.
Oh shit, that would exploded again.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So
7, 8,
That
9,
would-
10, 20 damage.
yeah.
20 damage kills him. He falls into a
Yes.
piling mass of burn.
Kizratch looks over.
Nice.
I got hit once. Or wait, no. Well, you
Yeah.
gotta roll for the second one.
The second shot.
Yeah.
Damn. You're getting attacked by 2 of them right now.
Oh.
And you get the additional plus
Yeah, I got it
5.
already, so it's 17 versus 15.
Oh,
So
nice,
hit by
nice.
1.
You got some good armor though. It's
Wow.
20.
That's
Oh
fucking
my
brutal.
goodness.
Okay, what is my armor? One sec.
With a pistol?
So it would be
Oh,
the
look at all those
it'd be the second
sixes.
slash, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 16. So
So 29 minus 16.
That was a lot of exploding damage.
it was 13. Okay.
So that's 13 damage. Still not over your body attribute though. So it doesn't knock you down. You're just like a punch in the chest to you. And then Ghoul 3 is doing the same thing.
Like I don't get any bonuses already. It's okay.
I don't know. It looks like you might get a little bit of
It
cover
doesn't
there.
help.
I would give you. Oh,
Roll.
I'll give you plus 2
Yeah, it
cover.
didn't help for the first one. Second. Oh.
Actually, plus 4 cover.
Oh. Well, the first one. Ah, yay! The first one misses. Second one. No, the second one hits. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Second one hits. Oh my god, that's a critical.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So that's a times 2 multiplier. Jesus, what's your armor?
16. I can't math.
Saris is going down.
36
Oh
damage.
god, yep.
Oh shit.
Saris goes. I don't know what we can go. What's the negatives to, or is it like once you hit 0, you're.
Negative 15. You're pretty much bleeding out right now, I think, is your status. Let me pull this up. You're negative 5?
Oh.
Is that what you are?
I'm at negative, I think 4.
Negative 4. Hit point status is... Damn, that sucks. Hit point condition. Show to players. Negative 4
Unconscious.
is unconscious. 50% or negative 1 hit point per 10 rounds. Oh, okay. So if you're left there, there's a 50% chance. You can roll it if you want to.
Okay.
Lowers
Four's
better.
Oh, 4. Hey, that's pretty good.
Cool. So if you were you're not actually bleeding out. If you were left there, you would eventually wake up.
Yeah.
But you are unconscious, laying there. She just got shot by a hail of bullets ripping through the doorway there, and now it is Mutt's turn.
So Mutt's seeing that Seras is down, he would like to holster his 9mm, pull out his SMG, rush and kind of drag her behind, like behind this area.
Okay. One action to grab and pull her over there, and you can still fire if you wish. When you get right here.
Okay. So
And
yeah, so
try to-
he's going to make sure that she's covered and pull behind, and he looks at Ghoul 3 and fires. Can you do Frenzy as well?
Yeah, if you want, I was gonna say you could pull while you're grabbing her. Pull your Uzi, I think it is.
Okay. Uzi, yeah.
And then you could burn 2 frenzy and
Yep. I'm going to do
Just-
that.
rain some hell over there if you wanted to.
Yes,
If you,
that's it.
if you want to spray the entire area, it'll take both your frenzy, and if it hits them, it does ×2 damage to each target.
Oh. Oh.
Or you can try to do controlled short bursts, 2 controlled short bursts.
Yeah, 2 controlled short bursts. So
Okay.
normal attack and then 2 additional short bursts, correct?
No, your
Just
first...
2 additional.
Right, your 2 frenzy would be what you're using.
Yep. So okay, let me make my frenzy 6. Okay, so 2 controlled short bursts with the SMG. This is the first one. Oh god, I never roll well with the SMG.
And she has some cover from the desk. Alright, rips into the table or the wall. And the second one. Come on. Let's get her. Alright, but you've got her, what's that look like?
Yep, so as he sees Sarah's being knocked down and the hail of gunfire coming through that room, Mutt pulls out his Uzi and basically kind of charges. Sarah's is big and heavy, but Mutt's not a lightweight either. He basically kind of bull rushes her, grabs her, and pushes her behind the wall as he brings the Uzi almost like flat and parallel to the ground and starts just spraying it in short bursts into that room.
Nice. And now it is Ghoul 6's turn. Who is
That
dead.
boy dead.
Ploop. He goes up in a puff of smoke. So now it's Vega's turn.
Yeah, so Vega sees Saras go down and immediately just kind of gets filled with this rage at seeing one of his companions go down like that, blood flying everywhere and her body getting dragged off by Mutt. And he, with his gun out, starts moving forward and takes cover behind this wall here and turn and starts firing at Ghoul 3.
Alright. 2 shots.
Yes.
Roll the attack.
Oh, I did the... Oh, never mind. I did the damage, huh? There we go. Sorry.
That's a miss.
And then the second attack, he's just yelling as he's firing into the room there.
Hits the cover.
That boy's tough.
You want to burn frenzy? 2 shots.
Yeah, I'll burn frenzy.
2 more
And-
pop at Ghoul 3.
Yep, and he's just yelling and firing and yelling and firing.
Oh man, that's a nat 20. He fires back. You get +4 additional cover.
Oh shit.
And they get hit again.
Oh my god.
These boys
Only
are
12.
tough.
Only 12 damage. Only 2 gets through. That's very nicked you.
Yeah, he fires and he hits the entryway right there, and kind of a spark flies off and hits Vega on the side of the cheek.
You got 1 more shot for your last frenzy there. Or the last frenzy for this round anyway. Yes! That's a nat 1. That's armor defeating. Goes right through his armor. Get some good. Get some good. He's wounded. A little exchange of gunfire right there.
Yeah, so Vega was just yelling and firing in there. He just not even really aiming or looking where he's firing. He's using the wall as kind of a cover for himself as he sticks his arm around the corner and just starts popping shots in the direction that he thinks that thing is in.
Alright, it is now his turn. And he is going to fire... Actually, he's going to reload for 2 actions and burn his 2 frenzy to fire twice. You're going to get +6 cover now from defending against this, because I'm imagining you're talking about hugging the wall really well.
Oh yeah, so it's like my back is against the wall now.
These guys are nuts!
These guys are freaking commandos.
Commando ghouls.
Oh,
Almost.
That was left-handed.
6 more damage.
So that's another 6 damage.
Inching it away. Picking away. Alright, one more round. And that is a 9. You got this. You gotta have this.
Yeah, you would think, huh?
You got it. It hits the wall. Alright. Saras, who is...
Okay.
we're gonna give her a spiritual influence roll.
How do I do? Do I just do...
Just roll a percentile, and you have to roll very, very low.
Yeah, okay. No.
Not enough. But, so she loses her turn until she is brought up over 0. Kizratch.
Many thanks, pointy thing! And then grab Molotov. And 1, 2, 3...
Wait a minute. Ironhide Warcry. You don't have that ability, do you, where if you go below 0 hit points, you gain your cyberware?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Let me see.
Awesome.
Character class abilities. Yeah, it's fucking great. It's
Cool.
It's called backup power. No, you don't have it. You have Ironhide and Warcry. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
So this is 5, I think, from where I was at. And then... How does this look if I... Oh shit, it's terrible. We'll call it there. Okay. Jump between the plant and whatever, this pillar, I guess?
Yeah.
This. And... We're gonna go for a nice Molotov. Yes. Yes! That's where I want it.
That's a target number of 5 to hit that location or near it.
Don't worry about it.
And
it's not good, but it's not gonna miss the area at least.
this is a Molotov?
Yes.
These guys do not have cover from the Molotov. Oh, nice. Goal 3 is hit. She is not. Goal 2 is not. But
I will
yeah,
frenzy. If I can. To throw
Yeah, do it
another
again.
one. Yeah. Oh my god!
Oh, that's a nat 1, isn't it?
Oh no.
It sure is.
Goodbye,
Oh no.
Oh.
I wish Vega wasn't so close to you.
Oh no.
Oh my god. No.
What a great night.
We're rolling great, guys.
Hey, Manfield, catch!
TPK.
He tosses it to me.
You want to go ahead and roll the damage on the ghoul? Ghoul 3?
Yeah, we'll do the good part of it first.
Ooh, uh-oh.
40 kills Ghoul 3. He bursts into flames.
So first Molotov goes out and hear him scream out, another one dies! Kizratch, mighty strong assassin! And then goes to throw the second one and whatever bad shit's about to happen.
Oh, God. And we're gonna roll on the fumble dice here, the fumble table, which is throwing.
Oh shit. Well, if I get to choose, I'm sorry, Vega.
Roll a d6. 1, 2, 3 yourself. 4, 5, 6. Vega.
No.
Close up on yourself.
Yes!
In the Oh, no.
Let's describe it then, Roll. So, Kizratch goes to pull the Molotov from his belt, but instead of it coming clean into his hands, it slips, and it flies off towards the door.
God.
As it's lit. Oh, shit.
Go ahead and roll the damage. Gods be good. 30 damage. You got 10 armor.
He's on fire, though.
Okay, 20. He's also on fire because sticky fire.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Let's take the rat with us. Jeez. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It slips out of your hand and hits the wall right there, right next to Vega, and it crashes and throws liquid flame all over him. And Vega immediately just yells out, screams, and he's just burning all over as he kind of starts grabbing onto the wall.
God, that's horrible. All right. Aramel's turn.
Okay, Aramel, having seen Saras go down, he's going to move over here and quickly jam one of those pens
Quickly help Vega
into her. And then, seeing Vega burst into flame, he quickly grabs out his marshmallows. Begins. No, he jabs one of the pens into her, into Saras, and then moves over to Vega. And can I? That would be my second action, correct? To move over here. That'd be almost a full move, and then both my actions to jam.
I'm
another
gonna
pen.
say. Well, you pulled one out.
Okay.
I would say you might be able to pull him down and cover him, but you need 2 actions full to inject him with the heal.
Okay.
So you
So
might
then-
be able to at least start snuffing the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I jump down on top of him and begin to roll him around.
All right.
Roll, you fool! Roll.
And then it is now the other ghoul's turn. This one is going to start running this way. 2, 3. Take a shot from right here towards Aramel, and then that's it as she starts to run for a door down here. Oh, that's actually -2 for her running. So she gets a 14. And you can get a +4 cover.
Definitely makes sense.
Yeah, cool. Alright. Bullet flies into the wall and she takes off running. Now it is Mutt's turn.
Right? Mutt sees that ghoul running. He chases her. Whatever it takes to get close.
2, 4.
That
then
was
you-
4 hex to move.
Yeah. You could actually go 4 more.
Okay. That's 2 actions, correct?
No, it's actually no actions. You can do your
Oh, I
actions
see.
while you're running.
Okay. And that's 3 hexes. And close range, 2 shots plus 2 more frenzy.
Nice.
Here's the first one.
And that's actually going to give you an extra +2 bonus for point blank range.
Okay.
Oh, but it's taken away since you're running.
Okay.
So there we go. Normal's fine. Physical defense.
Okay, here's
First
the
shot
second one.
misses. Second shot.
Third shot.
Got.
Nice. Fourth shot.
Got him.
Good. Why'd you disappear? There we go. Got her twice. Now that's going to be times 2 modifiers.
Nice. 2.
Ooh.
That's the first one.
34 drops her to the ground but doesn't kill her,
Nice.
and then that kills her.
Given the destruction that Mutt has just seen, and seeing this ghoul run away, he charges into the room after the ghoul, and as he's running, he has his submachine gun pointed straight out at the ghoul. He says, "No, you do not," and fires twice, which misses, and then he uses his other arm, steadies it as he's running, and fires twice more into the back of the ghoul. And stay down.
Nice. And the combat is over. Thankfully. Holy crap. As she turns to ash and kind of crumbles to the ground, it gets quiet again, and the dust settles. You hear over kind of like an intercom in this chamber. Stop it! Stop it! You're ruining everything! Leave here now! No. You know, you don't see any way to communicate with this guy, or know if he sees you right now, or it's just kind of like a voice coming from the intercoms. But what do you guys want to do now?
So Saris is gonna. Oh,
Mutt,
that's okay. Go ahead.
Mutt is gonna first walk up to Kizratch and basically whack him on his head. Imbecile. Ow! Look where you throw that. You almost got one of us. If you are to be working with us, accuracy will be required from you.
Yes, great assassin indeed. Is that maybe why your brother is dead?
You would know about my brother.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Is that why perhaps the rest of your party is dead?
No, they too slow. Manfilth got in the way. Sorry, Manfilth. Next time, not get in the way. Be okay.
And Vega's lying there, just kind of moaning. He's extremely wounded. Can't do much of anything right now other than try and protect himself from any further damage.
Yeah, Saris is gonna, after she kind of struggles and gets up, looking over herself and everything, she's gonna go over to Vega. If there's any more fire, he'll put him out, and then she's gonna take out her last hypo needle and gently inject him.
Cool. Vega gets 40 more hit points back. And yeah, you guys are able to keep him from taking any more fire damage. Got some nasty burns on you. I'm going to roll this hit location table just to see where, just for these purposes, where the most damage was in your fire scars, just for role-playing purposes. Your left arm.
Okay.
And yeah, the voice goes quiet. You see, I think we're gonna have to cut it into a part 3 pretty soon. But you do see 2 more doors here and here. Of course, the one that the ghoul was running for, and this one seems to be an office of some sort. There's also the computer here, and some sort of electronics over in this area.
I think Vega is okay with making it a 3-parter.
Works
Yeah.
for me.
And we could actually take some time to rest and spend some cool points.
First,
Meditate.
Everybody needs to
is
cool
Ronnie
off.
okay? That's the most important question. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's all that matters.
God damn it, you rat.
Oh no, Ronnie.
Oh shit! Can I roll for
I say
this?
I say we use a percentile to.
Is it high or low better?
Yeah.
High or low better?
Hit by a stray BB.
You want to say low is good or high is good? Low is good.
Oh!
Oh, poor Ronnie.
Oh no, now Ronnie's food for the rat man.
Oh.
Yes, feed him to me.
Oh. So
Oh.
Sarah's kind of like pats her pockets in a bit of a panic and reaches in there and just kind of feels the limp body of what was previously Ronnie, and she takes it out and she just kind of looks at it and takes a deep breath and frowns again. Takes the rat and just kind of takes the mouse, just tosses it.
Does
She
what with it?
tosses it. It's kind of in a fury.
You throw ratkin? Why?
Stupid to care about things.
You should be happy, joyful for that rat. He go to Nimtot, shadow god for rats. Yes.
He's just a biologic entity. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it.
In your pocket. Yes.
Kizratch is trying to gather ash from the ones that he burned.
Vega, are you okay?
And Vega, the nano mites are going to work and repairing his cells and healing him from the inside out. He's starting to get his strength and energy about him. He looks down at his coat that's just completely burnt. His pants, even his shoes, have some burn marks on them. He just shakes his head and he looks over at the rat. I can't believe I wanted to follow you into battle. That won't happen again. And then he takes his lighter out of his back pocket and tries to pull a cigarette out, but the cigarettes are all burnt, and he just sticks this nub of a cigarette in his mouth and flicks the lighter down across his thigh and brings the flame out. He looks at it for just a second, and he shakes his head and spits the nub out, clicks the lighter shut, puts it back in his pocket, shakes his head, and just starts walking off.
You notice over in this area here, there's the hum of some electronical device, and it looks like almost like some kind of metal cauldron from where you guys are standing at. But we can call it here if you guys want to. Or do you want to level up, or should we save that for...
You can always level up. You can pause the video and we're done. It's up to you. I don't think anyone wants to watch an hour and a half of leveling.
I will take the opportunity to level up outside of the game, like
Yeah.
or something like that.
We can do that, yeah. Level up outside
Yeah.
of game.
Because I actually do have to crash. I have to be at work at 6 a.m.
Yeah, that...
Gets set on fire. Still has to go to work the next morning.
Holy crap, that was...
Alright, pause.
Chaotic.
Now.